Guys, in this video, I'm going to go over the LED light bar installation, some of the do's and don'ts, and I am beyond lazy to edit. So in these videos, I really skipped all through the boring stuff. But let me go over what I've done so far. So I took the grill off. Well, first thing I did is I ran the wires. So I got the right length of wiring that I need. Prime example would be the reverse lights right here. So laid the wire out. Once I laid the wire out, got my length correct. So from this LED light running all the way this one, those were both soldered in. And then, see if you can see it, it's taped off right up there. And the customer already had wire running for his backup camera. So I had just followed the same wiring. The right way to do it is, I know it's very, very difficult, but to run with the factory wiring. So the wires came up from here. So you pop this off. You see the group of wiring there. So I don't like going through the fact that you're always taking the risk of breaking the plastic too. Every time you pop plastic off, wherever it may be, you're always weakening that plastic. So you really want to stray away from that. Doing this by yourself is a little bit difficult. So I had two of my friends come over, and one of them didn't know anything that I was trying to tell him, and the other girl just too weak to even hold it up. And it was kind of weird. She didn't want to get dirty. And this is what I mean, that kind of stuff. Ridiculous. So I cleaned it, because why? If you watch some other videos, it's very important. If you want to make things stick, got to clean the surface. So there's different ways to clean. That being said, I painted these. He wanted these white. First I did Plasti Dip. Plasti didn't work out too well. So I left that just by sitting on there. So I sanded it down, which was like a gunmetal. And then I did about 4 or 5 coats of just your basic white, all-purpose white. And after that, I ceramic coated it with the, what's it called? Where is it? That stuff right there. I'll send a link down below after the video. So that being said, out of all the lights, these were easy. These were difficult at first because they wouldn't turn on. But what I had done is I took the fog lights off originally, and the wires for the fog lights, which are these, I crossed them into these lights. So the only way to turn them on is by turning the headlights on, or actually turn the key to the on position, and then you can turn your lights on, and then you pull the switch on the forge for the fog lights. So that being said, so in my opinion, I don't like all this. That's too much. So here's the wiring here. This guy had an alarm put in, I believe a remote start. I mean, this thing was just tits. So cleaned up a bunch of it, because last thing you want is drop down by a lot of bad problems. So I sorry, I had a phone call. Meanwhile, tried to screw these bad boys in, and they weren't going in. So, so I had to pre-drill it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this bullshit from O'Reilly's, just get rid of this thing. It's horrible. Smooth is steady, steady is fast. Think about it. It's going to take you twice as long if you try to force something. You're taking the risk of breaking things, and if you break it, then it's going to take even twice as long if you try to cut corners. Don't try to cut corners. So this is on first setting, and I've already broken one of these in a previous job. Okay, I didn't go all the way in. Now we're going to try this again. I'm going to show you guys something. If you guys ever want to know if you're drilling in straight, you're going to simply take this here, just like so, or the other. See, I'm just going nice and steady. All I'm doing is focusing on that ring. Okay, remember, I still got to tighten this thing up. All right. Let's go over to the other side. So I'm going to show you this. So I'm only going to put 2 in, and obviously on the outside of the bracket. That's what I do with my truck. And always when you open your doors, you want to make sure you can open them all the way. Here's my leveler. This is what's going to help me make sure I screw in straight. Okay, what'd you guys do with my screws? And I need my backing. Here's this. Here's the backing you're going to need. Okay, I've already vacuumed it, cleaned it. Ugh. So this is what sucks about white gloves, or bleh. Totally sucks about when you're dealing with white paint. You guys want to make sure your hands are clean, or you're going to get black smudge marks. And those mounts are still wet because I painted it last night. So it hasn't fully cured. Fully cures in about 24 hours. But I need to get a move on. I got to get this truck out of here because I got a Suburban up. Okay. And trust me, I tried every way I could not to drill holes. I tried it for 3 months not to drill holes in my girl. And ultimately what it comes down to is you got to. As bad as it sucks. But however, make sure you get the right mounts. Make sure you screw or bolt them in the right way. Pre-drill, and then you put like a kind of like one of those, what do you call it? things you put in concrete walls. You know what I mean? And then you screw it into. Don't do that. So I left it like this. Reason being, so this is going to flap over when the mount hangs right over. Grab my leveler. Here's my leveler. So if it slides one way or the other, I know I'm not straight. Man, I wish I had a punch. I'm gonna go try to find one. Hmm. All right, I had to improvise. This is how you improvise. Grab one of these. Maybe don't grab one of these. My weight or my leveler. Come on, catch. It almost broke through, but I didn't want it to, not yet. Okay, now that I got my first, see what I mean by laying over? Still loose a little bit. If you need to, just switch hands, so you're left-handed. Jeez. Okay, I'm able to go to grab a locking washer. Okay, that's set up there. Bam, right. My mom calling. Can't answer. Okay, bam. Chicka banga wow wow. Okay, till next time. I'm gonna do, but I'll do a final aftermath video. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe, of course.